Hey there, YouTubers! So it's been a while since I did any kind of Raptoreum update on the channel. I'm gonna refresh this in a second. Looks like we're missing a few CPU miners. Now, like I've said, I've got like 40 CPUs. I've only got, wow, seven out of about 12 that should be running. I don't know why they're not all running, but looks like the 5800X is down. Why is that? Hang on a second, folks. Let me fix that real quick. So I am switching videos. You can't see this. Trying to figure out why. Yeah, 5800X should be working. Maybe it's not called 5800X. Let's see. I might have to restart this. So I'm on a different computer. Yeah, it's called, whoops. This is why we're not seeing it. Okay, I had it labeled. I've copy and pasted this thing, CPU miner folder from one computer to another, and it is actually blowing up the 3200G when it should not be. So in a little bit, I'll refresh again and we'll see 5800X. But right now, if we were to look at it, 3200G, there's no way 3200G is doing that, right? So that's 3200G and the 5800X. I don't know how quick it will switch over. Let's see. Nope, not showing up. But, you know, in days past, I've shown the 5800X. It's going to take a little bit. So what else are we missing? We don't have the 3900X, which is the real money maker out of these. Takes like 3 i9s, 10th gen i7s, whatever, to basically equal one of these just about, right? So I don't know why half of them are missing. I'm gonna have to go through and figure this out. Anytime I reboot one of these computers, nice hash starts up again, but we don't get the CPU miner, so I shouldn't have this many down. So just here at my computer desk, I've got a i9 10900. I've got the 5800X. On the floor, I've got the what is it? i9 9900K. That one also is not showing up. And that's actually the computer we're on right now, folks. Let me get that one going too. I'm going to pause this. All right, so we got it going again. So, you know, I'm my own worst enemy, we'll say, because Raptoreum at times has been really frustrating. Like, we went over a 24-hour period without getting any payments. I don't remember what day that was. Probably the day I said I quit. I'm quitting. It's a waste of time. Now, I did leave some CPUs going. You know, and I was getting 50, 60 Raptoriums a day probably. Let's see if we can look at my history real quick. Then we'll come back to this page. Yeah, it looks like we can. Let's do this actually first. No, there's what I currently have in there, right? Oh, the other page, duh. This shows you. So I made 3481 plus 20, or excuse me, 270. 35, 3750 or so, we'll say I've made, right? And that goes back a couple days before this thing does. So this gives you dates. So for over a month now, I have been mining Raptorium. And we'll say this goes back to, I would say 1119, 1118. We'll just say 1118, okay? So that is close. We're closing in on 6 weeks, 7 weeks, a month and a half, however you want to look at it. And we have made 3,700 Raptoriums. 3,750, I think, was the exact value, right? So let's go. Let's see what the current price of Raptorium is. Because I really don't even pay attention to it. I have a tendency to send it over to my exchange and then I sell it for something else. Oh yeah, it's terrible. It's down to 2 cents. I think there must be a lot of people who have gotten out, because for me to actually be getting what I'm getting right now. All right. So 2 cents times 3,750 is basically 70 some bucks, right? Wow. Where's my calculator? Calculator. I think I said 3,750 times 0.02, $75. That's not too bad, folks. That's, you know how many it takes two graphics. Well, it can take two crappy graphics cards and they might not even mind that much, right? And I'm talking really crappy, like a GTX 1650. So, what does that tell you? I said two of those, right? Is that right? Yeah, about two. Might mine this over that amount of time. Now, this didn't cost me anything, right? Did not at all. So the other aspect to see is say, well, what about 37.50 if it ever gets back up to 5 cents or whatever it was at? Wow, huh? Huge difference. That would be more like having, I don't know what, two RTX 3060s. So if we go back, we look at 1 year. This would have been an awesome day to be mining this, right? And I was not mining it. Had I known, I'd been like, sell. What did I say I got in it? Right around 11.18. Yeah, that looks familiar. It might have been as high as 5.5 cents. So, let me just make sure we're actually recording still. Good. So we have dropped a lot of value. However, you can see I've gone. This was the amazing thing. Like, look at this. Back in the day, I got over 213 in 1 day, right? Times whatever it was, 5 cents. So that was pretty darn good, right? That's like a RTX 3090. Well, better than a 3090 and a 3070 or something. Or 3080. So, well, during that time period. Now, it's two 3090s, just about. So yeah, you can kind of see my earnings, right? Then somewhere in here, there's a day missing, completely a day missing. You can see how few payments and the size of them. And I just kind of lost interest, right? Yeah, what is it? 2 payments there, 2 payments there, 1 payment on the 22nd. How much was that for? Yeah, that's a joke, right? Why even bother? So I pretty much told you guys I'd quit. 17, 16. I'm trying to find if there are any other days. Okay, 13, 3 payments. So at least on some of these days, we're getting 60 coins, right? $1.20. Probably, I'm sure that actually offsets the electric difference because I'm already GPU mining on these computers, so but now you go recently. Let's go recently. So happy New Year, everybody, in case I didn't say it. This is our first payment today, 226. And since so many of the CPUs were not mining, it's probably going to be a while till I get my next payment. But you can see on the 31st, I got paid good. There was 3 payments before I sent one out. So that was 65, 66 coins. And then before I sent the payment, we had 2 more. Another 50, right? So we're at 115 coins. A little over $2 made yesterday. Now the 30th, 444. There was a lot more on the 30th. I'm trying to do this in my head. These things are so hard to follow. Okay. So 45, and this thing gets in the way. 69, 94, 119 before the payment. And then how many? Then we have 3 more. It looks like. So 119, 149-ish, 174, and then 219. I think that adds up, right? All on the 30th, right? 219. That day I made what? Basically $4. Is that right? Oops. 438, right? That's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so that was the 30th. Or 30, wait. 29th. 29th, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 payments. And it was less than 100. Okay, no big deal. 28th, we had 6 payments. Okay. And they were all at least 25. So I made at least 150 coin that day. So $3 day there. 27th, there were only 3 payments. They're all, it's basically about 75. 26th, we had 5 payments. And they were a little on the small side, but at least 100 coin made there. Christmas Day, which I wasn't really into this, 4 payments there. So, yeah, things are, RTM way down, but the amount of coins I'm getting is up. So, maybe one day it'll pay off. Hey, thanks for checking out my video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.